Hello, we are Geeks Assembled, and today we are discussing the fourth season of a well-known TV series, was just recently finished airing its final episode. We're talking Stranger Things, season 4. So without further ado, we'll carry on running up that hill over to Susan. What's your opening thoughts on season 4 of Stranger Things?
Well, I do have Kate Bush in my head again, and apparently she's the number one. She's got a number one single, which is beautiful. Which because she never made it to number one in the U.S. Back in the 80s.
This will be her second number one over here in the UK.
Yeah, it's so good. She's.
Hello, you there, Susan? She's crashed. You there?
Yeah.
I'm
here.
You froze for quite a while, then went off.
Sorry about that. I thought it dropped out. Anyway, I really like Millie Bobby Brown. She's fantastic as an actress. I think that she's really unique. She's got a really great range, and she at times she looks a lot like Kristen Stewart, and at times she looks a lot like Angela Jolie, and she just has so much, and she has so many acting chops. Looking really innocent when she's fighting that girl in the roller rink. I mean, that was really something. Like they let her go all out there.
Well, another brilliant British actress, isn't she?
Yes.
British.
Yes, of course.
There's a few in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, she's fantastic, and she's really she's a really strong. She's really strongly creating characters, and the other thing is, like, the guy who plays Dustin,
Gayton, isn't it?
Yeah. Gayton or Gatton, he's fantastic. I mean, he really is. He was in all these Fios commercials for the wireless company Fios.
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he's just a he's a scene stealer. He's a fun actor to watch, and there's a lot to be said for him. So I mean, like, this show has some really amazing character actors, young character actors,
and getting older every year.
And getting older every year. That's true.
Yes.
It's a bit like all those shows that, like, you start off with a teenager and they end up being like really, really old by the time it's all over. Like what is it, Brady Bunch and stuff like that. Yeah, so I really liked it, and I sure did like the beautiful cinematography, the horror cinematography, and the regular cinematography. It was a lot of people online on Twitch have been comparing it to Stand By Me. the Stephen King story,
Mm.
because yeah, because once you've gone around that that interesting point of like, you know, the um the Upside Down is like has a quality about it. You know, it's blue and red and green in places. And it really is and it's really I mean, it takes elements from the way they've just designed it, and the way that they've actually designed it to be like someplace that the reality touches on the ceiling. So there was a little of that physics that doesn't make any sense in there. That's fun. They want a lot of tropes. You've got to come look at this trope. There was a ton of that. Like, no, just tell me what it is. No, you just got to come look at this. God, I love that. It's just that's so like there's richness in that. Like some of that was when in the graveyard and Max is being transfixed or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just wonderful there. And then let's see. Yeah, I really like the show. I love how dangerous it is for all the players. Like this one's set in Russia and in the far west in California someplace.
Yeah.
And then in a pizza shop around, and a pizza franchise around the west, and someplace that looks like Area 51, and
Well, I mean, I like
Hawkins,
yeah,
Pennsylvania.
I mean, I like the way for season 4, you've got all the characters, but they've split the characters up and they've put them into 4 different scenario stories.
Yeah.
They split them all up, and you say Russia, you've got the 11 battling with the with the armed forces, and Papa returns, of course.
Yeah. The Matthew
then
Modine.
Matthew Modine, and then you split the other gang of kids up into 2. So you've got 4 different stories going on all through this season. Yeah. And then I would say they all meet up at the end.
Yeah.
To tie the loose knot, knots up. So,
and to fight the big bad. They also had a lot of little fights, and then it was very video game-ish. Like it was written with a lot of game theory.
Well, I mean,
even the game of chess was game theoried into this.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way since season 1 they know how to get the feel of the 1980s. As you said, they mentioned the color, the fashion, the music. They use the music so well in this series.
Mm-hmm. They do that. They do
really do. I mean, most of these actors have never even heard the music before.
I know.
Well before they were born.
And VHSs, all like the laboratory with all the VHSs, and then all the VHSs in that one video store. Yeah.
I mean, it was 9 episodes this season. So it was an odd number for episodes, but they're aware the episodes were very long. As season went along, I think the last episode was nearly 2.5 hours long. So, nearly a movie. Yeah. So good on them. Season 5 is going to happen. I don't know when, and it will be the final season. they are talking about mostly doing a time jump for the last season because the kids are going to be too old.
Yeah.
So, it mostly be set in the 1990s or something like that.
Yeah.
But going back to this season, they did all the upside down. They did need something fresh for this season. A new, villain, because they've done it all before in 3 seasons. And of course, they came up with Vecna.
Yeah.
Which I don't know about you, was so reminiscent of Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, and then
And then to have Robert Englund in one episode
as his father, as the guy's father.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I agree. That was really brilliant.
That was they just knew how to get the fans all screaming.
Yep.
So, and there's a couple of people. I mean, you've got the regular cast in here. You've got David Harbour with a lot of weight loss.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We're on a radar. Then you've got the kids, as you say, Millie Bobby Brown, Finn Wolfhand, Gaten, Caleb, Noah Schnapp, Sadie. You've got all the gang there. Then you've got who else have you got there? Joe Carey, Maya Hawke, all that the gang there. Then you say you've got the Paul Reza is back.
Yeah.
Professor Owens. I like that character because he's quite sympathetic.
Well, yeah, he is. He's got. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
He's been taken for a ride by Dr. Brenner as well. Where has Dr. Brenner been for two seasons? It's not. I don't think it wasn't explained in this, was it?
No.
He just reappeared. I mean, last we saw of him, he was a demigod and was down the corridor going for him.
Yeah.
That was in season 1.
But maybe it's all to do with him.
Well, spoilers. I mean, he was killed in this one.
Right, but maybe it is to do with him, like maybe Vecna or
Henry
number one, Henry one,
played brilliantly by Jamie Campbell Bower.
Yeah, is he a British actor?
He's British.
I thought so. I had the feeling.
I could have come up with another British actor in a minute.
Oh, really? So who are you doing?
And another character appears in this one for the first time. The leader of the Hellfire Club, Eddie Munson.
Yes.
Brilliantly played by Joseph Quinn. Another British actor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we rule the world. We do.
And is Maya Hawke Ethan Hawke's daughter?
Is who?
Is Maya Hawke Ethan Hawke's daughter?
Good question. Let's have a look. She's the daughter of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke. Correct.
Yeah.
You can see the similarity to Uma.
Yeah, but I can also see the similarity to Ethan, and I really liked the fact that she was. That he really qualified, like all these 80s movies had him in it.
Yeah.
And here she is putting all that stuff back in from the 80s into her performance. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going back to Vecna though, to have the same actor. I mean, he played Henry Creel in number 1, but also have him to make up in all the prosthetics as well. because sometimes they don't have the actor in the suit, do they? They just get someone else to do that. But
Yeah.
they did. They sat him in the makeup chair and covered him in all manner of plastic
Stuff.
and rubber, and so good on him. It must have been an ordeal putting it on and taking it off.
Yep.
But all in all, it's a great season. Any things that stand out for you?
Let's see. I mentioned a few things, a few scenes in my opening thoughts, but I really enjoyed the scene of the cross trip, the cross country road trip in the pizza van.
Oh, what's his name? Is it Argyle?
Yeah, and he's like
the weed smoking pizza delivery boy.
Yeah, from Surfer Boy Pizza, dude. And I think that they took that out of California Pizza Oven because of the way that that he was preparing the pizza. I think that was very much the California Pizza Oven style of pizza. Anyway, whatever. Like, I really know how to make all these different kinds of pizzas. But I eat a pizza every Friday, so I do kind of know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's really interesting. Anyway, the other thing that was really great was was when 11 is sort of looking through people's feelings and thoughts, and trying to get into the Upside Down that way, trying to confront Vecna that way. That was amazing. And that was sort of the same thing like happened in the Viking. What's it, Eric the Viking or whatever? That Terry Jones and the Terry Gilliam piece, I think it is. Anyway, like, it's been done a bunch, but it's really effective. It's really good. It's a great thing. They kind of tried to do it with the time travel scene in Star Trek Voyage Home, with the faces and the voices all melting and sitting up in the soup.
Yeah.
But yeah, 11, and then the fact that in like the first 7 episodes, I thought that Elle had done all those killings in the hospital, in the whatever, not hospital, in the training academy in Hogwarts for danger for mutants. I don't know what the heck. So I was like, she must have done all that killing. But then to find out that it was the number 1 character.
Yeah, Henry.
Yeah.
And to say, you found in this one, it answers 11 created sort of the Upside Down by sending Henry through to that dimension. Because he then starts to, with his powers, he creates the
City of Hawkins and everything.
He creates the big bad from last season, the Mind Flayer.
The Mind Flayer, yes.
He created that while he was in that dimension. So
and the Demogorgon too.
Yeah. So he sort of created. He's there creating all that lot, but it was down to who sent him there. So
yeah,
he's sort of the one who created the Upside Down.
But I think that it was already there.
Yeah, but
because she had to open a portal to it. She didn't.
But there was no.
She didn't create it. It wasn't like, boom, there's an alternate universe.
No, what I'm saying is, well, it was there, there was no man flair and demigods. It was until Henry got there, using his evil powers, created all that lot. So if she hadn't sent him through to that dimension,
All right, I kind of get it. Like, yeah, I guess, but I think that there was always sort of that thing because um, the anguish of the city was going on long before Henry.
oh, yeah.
I mean, like that's I mean, that's sort of a Stephen King thing, is also to have like the place be sort of a hotspot for dark activity. And so, I just think that, and the way that right now everybody is trying to um draw some meaning and some placeholders and some reality and some stories from the multiverse. That's that can be really challenging. And yeah, and this was, I don't know, I really enjoyed this one. I like the fact that I like the fact that what's his name, Lucas, like he was riding the bench. He was
which
basically,
many young kids did and still do in gangs. They sit on the fence and ride the fence with
yeah.
gang. Yeah.
But then he was brought into the game by his coach and went for the basket and he got it. And so he won the game for the team in the most important game of the most important, you know, after all of his players had fouled out and stuff. And so like that was amazing. And then the other thing that was great about the Lucas character was that he was he had to come all the way around. It was like a John Hughes sort of thing, like Jock, Nerdykin becomes Jock, becomes, reconnects with his nerdy friends, and then comes all the way around
Full
to being
circle.
sort of heroic at the end.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
but he went through all this like anguish and stuff, and then but it was straight up out of Black Widow, the whole thing with the sheriff and with what's her name,
Joyce.
Joyce, and the sheriff and the
It was Murray. Now Murray's character this season has really gone on in bounds. Now we know.
Mhm.
Now we know he's lethal with his karate or kung fu.
Uh-huh.
Those are some comedic elements in the plane.
Yeah. And then he's and then Yuri with the plane, and then the air helicopter, and then he was just holding the spark plug out there at the end.
In his coat, yeah.
Yeah. And then all of those jailers and stuff. I couldn't figure out why they were feeding them. I mean, even after the explanation, I was like, why would you give them all your best food?
Good question. Good question. I don't know, to be honest.
I mean, here I was like myself having, decent food around, just kind of getting jealous of all these guys eating the good stuff. Anyway, so,
The Last Supper.
the Last Supper, and the Demogorgon was great. It was great to see him back. And yeah,
And
Go
it
ahead.
also as well, you've got to give a big thumbs up to Sadie Sink, who plays Max.
Yeah.
Because it really, this season sort of, I know the last season was her and her brother.
Yeah.
And
Oh my gosh.
was it Billy?
Billy.
Billy, yeah. This
Who
season,
became part of one Henry the Vecna in his own way in the mall.
yeah. But this season though, it was her own sort of solo sort of scenes with Vecna in the Upside Down.
Yeah.
As you say, just shot brilliantly, colours brilliant, and just those two, and then putting Kate Bush running up that hill, and that is an iconic scene now where she's running from Vecna.
Mhm.
Just
That was really, really cool.
yeah, if this season don't win any awards,
Yeah.
there's something wrong.
And then all the
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, carry on.
Okay. Like I love also the horror, the body horror of the way these people were like
Oh,
lifted up and yeah, all their arms and legs and everything broken. Wow. Wow, that was intense. And then the other thing that was
say last time we see Max is where she's laid in the hospital bed with all the legs in plaster because that's what happened to her.
yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully she'll get better for next season and come out of the coma.
Yes.
But, also as well, it's the last 3 seasons didn't really play on it, but this season sort of hinted about Will, about I think well, everybody's guessing that he's in love with Mike.
Yeah.
His little speech to him and all like that, and in the car where he turns towards the car window and he's got his fist in his mouth and tears coming down his. So hopefully next season
he's allowed to.
Yeah, they'll do something on that sort of storyline. I hope so.
And the other thing, and wasn't it great when what's his name? Yeah, Noah Schnapp did a great job at that. And yeah, Charlie, with Charlie saying that he loves Will and that he would always be there for him, and Will is just like
he's noticed Will looking at Mike, and
yeah,
because
that was really sweet.
Yeah, because he's Will's brother, isn't he, Jonathan? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's his big brother.
Yep.
There's that many characters in this; it gets a bit confusing.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. But yeah, I wonder if Paul Reiser will be in the next season, because last time we saw him, he was handcuffed to a pipe in the bunker.
I know, and since we don't know if 11 actually killed Papa or just left him bloody and broken.
Well, I think he saw him take his last breath. I think the bullets from the helicopter killed him.
Yeah, okay, you're right. There was that.
Unless he next season he comes back again with no explanation.
Yes, a bit like the Master.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say about season 4 of Stranger Things?
Um, oh, I love the way that they would bring in a song very, very slowly, like that. Like they went into separate ways, worlds apart. A couple, maybe it was just once or maybe it was twice, but they started off very quietly in the background and then brought it up, and you just catch a glimpse or like a little bit of it, and you're just like, oh, wow. And it was so beautiful. The sound was just gorgeous.
Yeah, it makes me want to go back to the 80s.
Yeah, and the way that the whole prison, the sound of the prison, I can't tell you. So much of this thing was done with audio. Like a lot of it was in your face, but most of it was done with sound.
Subtle sound.
And you know that you are watching are watching millions. Uh, that we love stories told with sound,
That's true.
and this is certainly that. And then the other thing was that yeah, I loved it when they broke into the school, because every good teenage story has people either like partying in the school, all around the school somewhere, or breaking into it. And the more times that the worse that you break into a school, the more amazing you are, really. I mean, like that's actually like a level that you can
You get a medal.
use to,
You get a medal for it.
you just can, yeah, you can, yeah, it's like a comparison. It's like a way of judging sort of like where these things fall in different patterns and stuff. So yeah.
Also, I mean, mid 80s as well. So this was set in 86, but mid 80s was big was the Dungeons and Dragons role playing game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you don't hardly hear it nowadays, but I'm sure people still play it. But
there are tons of players on Twitch. They actually have like lots of like visual play.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But back then it was big. It was big.
Yeah.
And to have the other school kids think they're a satanic group.
Right?
Look, even they call themselves the Hellfire Club.
I know. Come on.
And then those school jocks, shall we say, rallying the troops, of the townsfolk.
The whole townspeople.
That reminded me of the old Frankenstein movie, getting all the townsfolk up and baying for blood.
Mm-hmm.
Poor old Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie didn't do shit, and he was everybody was focused on him so much.
What a way to go out for Eddie, though. Play on top of the was it his trailer? The trailer, guitar,
playing guitar,
Metallica. Was it
awesome.
was it Master of Puppets? I think it was Master.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, that was great.
What a great way! That was just brilliantly done, and all those bats. Brilliantly shot, brilliantly written, brilliantly acted.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, I don't really want to say roll on season 5 because it's the last one.
Oh, I know.
But roll on season 5. So, anything else before we move on to final say?
No, nothing really. It was just great to reconnect with this little town in somewhere. Anyway, I don't know where Hawkins is, but wherever it is, it sure is dangerous.
It's mostly somewhere in Philadelphia or
Pennsylvania, I think.
Yeah. Something begin with P.
Mm-hmm.
So then, okay, then we'll go to final say and score. How about you?
Okay. So since there were 9 episodes and there really should have been 10.
Yeah.
And I mean that they could have told more story.
Unless they put the episodes together just to make the other episodes longer.
Yeah. Or unless they did that. And let's see. And uh, and because of like 11 being so amazing, and Millie Bobby Brown being like she's like a young Audrey Hepburn. She's working so hard at this. And like that's really what I think that she is. I think that she's like that, and I'm gonna put her in everything from now on. And yeah, Gal Gayton, he was amazing. And yeah, I just think that there's so many like cameo things, and uh little I mean, the music was so good, so good. It was so good to hear Kate Bush again.
Oh, I hear her every week. I've got every album by her.
Yeah. And yeah, the Upside Down was sure terrifying again. Yeah, I just think that this was a great TV show. And I'll give this 10, which is the average of nine episodes and 11 character. And I'll give this 10 crazy bats, 10 Ozzy Osbourne munch bats out of 10.
Oh,
And yeah, and I like that reference too. I love all the references in this.
it's laden with them, isn't it?
Yeah. Over to you.
Well, you know, I don't know if you know, but Millie Bobby Brown was here. Was it last year or the year before in Hull, where I live?
Very
Film,
cool.
filming a Netflix TV series with Henry Cavill. He was here as well. Enola Holmes.
Oh, the younger sister of Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, and this younger sister of the smarter brother of Shell. Yeah, that one. But there was using the old streets like many filmmakers do these days up here,
Like you do.
like you
Like
did.
you do.
So yeah, she was close here. I thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, I've enjoyed every season of Stranger Things. This one is no exception. So for that reason, I'm going to give it 11 grandfather clocks out of 10.
Oh yeah, those are crazy spooky.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there, and those are crazy spooky.
Yeah. So that's our little review of Stranger Things 4. So, guys, you must have seen it. So please leave a comment below, because I think nearly everybody in the world has seen Stranger Things now. Let us know what you thought of it, good or bad. Let us know. Please, if you'd like to join us on these casts, get in touch. Message me, or drop a line to Susan. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Insta, all over the place, social media. So it's really easy to get in touch. Just send us a message and just say, I'd like to be part of this, or I'd like to be in the group. All we ask of you
Please do join.
to join is to be 18 plus, because some of the things we discuss, movies or whatever, or just general discussions, can be a bit heated, can be a bit over 18 plus talking. So please be 18 plus. All you need is a PC, laptop, tablet, or a mobile phone with a camera and a microphone. That's all you need. Then you just get onto the Zoom app. This is what we use, and we're doing this now on Zoom. So that's all we ask of you if you want to be on here. It doesn't mean you can be slightly insane. We don't mind. We don't mind, but so I think that's it. Is everything, Susan?
Yeah, that's everything.
That's everything.
Great
Oh,
job.
no. You, no. You're always reminding me about the little dinger.
Oh, all right.
All right. Yeah. If you'd like to be notified of when we put videos up on the YouTube channel, please press the bell notification button and you'll get a notification every time. Little ding.
Every single time.
So that's it then. Our review of Stranger Things 4. So until next time, please be safe. Please look after yourselves, of course, and remember, keep rocking on to Metallica. Bye for now.